What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Y'all already know who it is. It's Lava back here with another video. I set my mic up, but right now I'm gonna do a mock draft. I made a mock draft on the app you can get on the App Store called Mock Out. If you want to make a mock draft, it's a very organized app that I get it. I got it on the App Store. It's called Mock Out. We're just gonna play Superstar KO as I go over my mock draft. So I made some early on in the year, but I made a playoff one. So I'm making a playoffs mock draft. So with number 1, which almost everybody has predicted, Joe Burrow. And then number 2, now that Washington has number 2, it's like I predicted all from the very beginning of the year. It didn't matter. Like, it didn't matter if they went 2 or 4. I really see this guy going to Washington. It's like I really see him being something very, very special. I mean, he's the best player in the draft, and a lot of people know he's very good, but I just think that they don't know how good this dude's really gonna be. I mean, I really see him being the next Sean Taylor.
One shot from the 25, baby.
As much crazy as it seems, I think that he will have a career like that in Washington as an end. I mean, they obviously don't play the same positions and obviously are 2 different people, but he's definitely gonna play. He's definitely gonna end up having a good career like him. He's just gonna be a very special player on the Redskins like he was. And he's just gonna really be the big key thing on there. Like, the Redskins might not be that good, but he's just definitely gonna bring the dominance to that team, I think. And then a lot of people don't see it, but I think that Patricia is a very good coach, and I think that he'll make the right pick. And I think the right pick is Justin Herbert. Now, this guy might surprise you, but it surprised you when the Giants took Daniel Jones. Now, Daniel Jones the Giants take unexpected picks. Like, they really do, but they really do. They just take unexpected picks. But I think that this would be a great pick, but very unexpected for Detroit. But I definitely see it happening because their defense all ain't terrible. I mean, I haven't been keeping up with the whole Darius Slay thing, so like Darius Slay I think might be gone next year. I'm not sure. But I think that Matthew Stafford he's hurt right now. I mean, he's older in his career. I just think like a nice quarterback like Herbert that can really turn things around. You can really start him for this team, but just a quarterback that isn't really good for starting right away, I think is good, because you don't really have to start him right away. I mean, you got Matthew Stafford, but I mean, you do want to end up starting him because he is the quarterback for the future, because Matthew Stafford is probably going to be leaving soon. So and he just got hurt and everything, so I think Justin Herbert and this offense thing turned around, and I think drafting Justin Herbert is a big draft pick, to be quite honest. I think the Lions can start all over, and I think Matt Patricia is a very good coach, and I think that he'll make the right pick in Justin Herbert. Andrew Thomas, I mean, the Giants, I'd love to see him pick another crazy pick, but it'd just be crazy for them not to pick Andrew Thomas in this situation. So moving on, Miami, they got a lot of stuff they can work on, but I think that the best player in this, at that point in the draft, that most definitely will get top 5. I think at the 5th pick here, Miami almost has to take Jeffrey Okudah out of Ohio State, and then number 6. I think that
airing one deep for Julio Jones.
That they could, that the Chargers at number 6, they could take quarterback, but I just don't think a good enough quarterback that you want to take in the first round is going to be there. I mean, they got Melvin Gordon at running back, so I just don't see it happening. I mean, Phillip Rivers did not do good this year, but I mean, I think you have a good chance. I mean, you have an early pick. I think you have a good chance at Jordan Love in 2nd round. I think that'd be a steal right there in 2nd round, and you're definitely going to be able to have him. But I think that right now they need to target Tristan Wirfs, 2nd best lineman in the draft. I think that's what they need to do, because 2 was too risky. Jordan Love is a very good pick that I definitely see a more like Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo if you work with them right. And I think that's what the Chargers need to do in the 2nd round. But I think right now, since we're just doing a 1st round mock draft for the playoffs right now, Tristan Wirfs is the guy right now on the offensive line. So Derek Brown is gonna go to my Panthers. My favorite team's the Panthers. I mean, they could have done a lot better, but they just have holes they need to fill. And their defense didn't do all that good this year. And I think that starting over with a new coach, and it's going to be interesting, but I think the most obvious pick for us is definitely Derek Brown. And I think this is going to be very interesting to see this next pick of Arizona. I think a defensive player would be great, but I just don't know much about the whole Cardinals roster, and I just think that the best fit for them right now is, well, as I look at it right away, right off the top of my head, I put Jedrick Wills. Now, this very well could not happen, but I put Jedrick Wills because, I mean, Jedrick Wills is very good, and I think his draft stock's gonna get up there. And I think that if he has a good combine, I think this guy is gonna be a very good pick for Arizona. I think he just needs to. I think he'll be very good in the combine and show Arizona that's where he's a good pick. Now, Jacksonville jumped, but Jacksonville, a team that didn't do that good, but I think that quarterback is just a no-no. I think that it's too risky, and I think Minshew is gonna be the quarterback of the future for them, and I think that they definitely need a replacement here for Jalen Ramsey at cornerback, and Jeffrey Okudah is going to be gone, but I think that Christian Fulton definitely fits their team, so I think Christian Fulton is going to be the next starting quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, center, not a lot of people expect him to go this early. Definitely for a team that needs a whole bunch of offensive linemen, you pick a center. But after the top 3 linemen already chosen, I can't pronounce his guy last name, but Tyler Biadasz or whatever the guy's name is. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Tyler Biadasz is what I'm going to go with. But I think he's going to go to Cleveland out of Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin, I mean, they're very talented. I just think that I think the center, I think this is the top center in the draft. And with the top 3 linemen, I think that this guy being picked with Cleveland. I mean, it's being very early, so you never know, and in the draft, so you never know, but I definitely think that if Jedrick Wilson will get picked to Alabama, that this guy, it's because they need too much work to not pick a lineman. I think if Jedrick Wilson does not get picked by Arizona, that Cleveland is going to go with Tyler Vietas. Jerry Jeudy, Jets, I just don't think, I think that the top wide receiver in the draft is going to be available. And I think that the 4 best linemen I said is going to be gone. So I think they have no wide receivers and no linemen. They go with the best player available out of the two needs on offense, and I think the best player is maybe even the best player in the draft. Some people say, but Jerry Jeudy. I think the best player in the draft is gonna end up being Chase Young, but Jerry Jeudy definitely second best player in the draft, and then Joe Burrow. But Jerry Jeudy is gonna be picked by the Jets. I definitely see it happening. And then the next pick is gonna be another wide receiver, since the Antonio Brown experience didn't work. CeeDee Lamb is gonna be the next wide receiver to play for the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, I know it's Oakland Raiders, but since they're relocating, it's gonna now be the Las Vegas Raiders. So, excited to see CeeDee Lamb play. Very, very good player. Indy, it's just very hard to see them get a pick here. Jordan Love would definitely fit, but it's just, you know, they're not going to pick it with how good Jacoby Brissett did last season. Or this season, I should say. But Jacoby Brissett's so good, and I think that I don't know where to go with Colts, but I think they're going to draft AJ Epinesa. That's the best thing they've come up with. AJ Epinesa is a good edge player. So just improve right there at defense end. Isaiah Simmons, he's a freaking beast. No reason why not to pick him by Buccaneers. I mean, their offense is a little, I don't know, but they got very talented player on offense. They just need to make the right plays, I think.
Right side, that's complete to Owens.
I just think they need to do the right things on offense. I don't even know what they should do on offense. I don't really watch enough of the Bucs, but I think their offense is very, very talented, and they have got it together with the Bruce Arians experience during the season. But I think that Isaiah Simmons is where this team needs to land. Their defense definitely needs to improve. And Isaiah Simmons is one of the best defensive players in this draft, and I think he's a monster and should take him. Now, Denver. Now, this is going to be so hard to pick because the top 2 receivers are going to be gone, so I just really see what this team needs. I just don't see this team going with a wide receiver or a quarterback here. Now, I think the Drew Lock experience is gonna work out good. I think he's gonna work out good. I think he's didn't really get enough this season, but I think that as what you saw from, I think he's really gonna fit into how Daniel Jones was this season. So I really like the Drew Lock experience. And Courtland Sutton's doing good, even though they do need a lot of help on offense. And their defense is pretty good, but I think they always seem to draft a defensive player, and I don't really know what to do on offense anymore, even with like all the linemen getting picked too. I think that it's probably not gonna happen, but I went out and chose Javon Kinlaw for this group. Now, next one, Atlanta, Trayvon Diggs. I just don't know what to do there. I ain't gonna go in on it. I'm just pick Trayvon Diggs. Now, it's gonna be very interesting on what Jerry Jones chooses to pick for Dallas at pick 17. But I think Grant Delpit is very good in coverage. I think they could use some there. I think if Jerry Jones drafts good, that he will pick the right player in Grant Delpit. Now, Miami, they need players. They need players that are going to dominate. Maybe not players that are going to dominate right away. And I think that at pick 18, with their second pick in the first round of the draft, that Creed Humphrey, the center out of Oklahoma, is going to go to this team. Now Marvin Wilson is going to go to Oakland, defensive tackle. Maybe you can get another defensive lineman there. I don't know. Which is now Oakland, which will be Las Vegas. So I think that Calavian Chason, or sorry if I pronounce his name wrong again, but outside linebacker, LSU, someone, I think if the Minshew, or Gardner Minshew can do good and they can get the quarterback situation figured out in Jacksonville and draft these two beasted defensive players, that Jacksonville will be good. Now, I think this is going to be the best pick for them. Calavian Chason. Now, if I said that wrong, sorry, but I don't know. Next pick, 21. Philly just needs, they're a good team. They just need a lot of help in the wide receiver position. And I think that Laviska Shenault's very, very, very good. But he's a weird overall player. You don't know what to do. I think Henry Ruggs is probably the best player that you're going to get there, with Jerry Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb leaving. So, that's what I think. Julian Okwara, Tennessee. You get him in there. Edge rusher. He does good. Then I think Tennessee, his defense is going to be very, 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 very dominant. And I think if Tannehill does very good next season, then I think this team will be wonderful. I mean, getting his team together, having a good coach with a good quarterback, having this team together from start to finish with a defensive rookie pass rusher with already a good enough defense. I think this team is going to be very, very good, because this team was very, very bad at the beginning of the year, but they turned it around with Ryan Tannehill, and their defense is very, very good. So if they add Julian Okwara to the mix and their team is set up from start to finish, this team's going to be very, very good, along, with Ryan Tannehill leading at quarterback. Now, 23, I think the Bills pick, they got a lot of it picked out. I think that a running back would be very, very nice, but with Frank Gore, I think Frank Gore is probably going to leave, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that they could draft a running back, but they got Devin Singletary. There's no need to draft a quarterback in first round. I mean, they got a lot worked out for him already, so I see second round, but first round was John Brown and Cole Beasley getting up there in age, and you lost Zay Jones. I mean, you traded him, but you didn't. I mean, get rid of Zay Jones. Isaiah McKenzie's good, but you just don't know what to do there at the receiver position. I mean, you got Cole Beasley and John Brown, but they're not really going to stick. So I think with Sean McDermott would be a very, very, very good coach. I think that he'll pick the right decision, and being able to develop the guy is going to be a good factor with keeping John Brown and Cole Beasley for another year. I think that T. Higgins, wide receiver out of Clemson, is going to be the best decision for them in the draft. I really think it will be. Now, I think that they should be able to pick this. I think that this is very, very predictable. Picking T. Higgins is going to be very good. Now, Minnesota, another good team that needs to get it together. Dalvin Cook, he can stay healthy. The teams are very, very, very competitive this season. But I think that I just don't know where to go. I'm just drafting offensive tackle out of USC, Austin Jackson. Now, let's just move on. Miami, I mean, I don't even know the running back's name that day. Kenyon Jenkins. Yep, they got rid of that guy. They got Colin Ballard. She is not very good. I mean, they got 3 picks in the first round. Jonathan Taylor, the running back out of Wisconsin. What a freaking beast. Yeah, I think you got to pick this dude. You just got to. I don't see anything going on. Seattle, they could use some things on offensive line. I just see a very, very good team again with getting Jadeveon Clowney and having Marshawn Lynch and Chris Carson back for next season, and maybe even Marshawn Lynch for another season. I just don't think he's gonna come back again. I think he came back for the playoffs, but hey, Chris Carson's gonna be healthy again. You got Jadeveon Clowney for the full year. I think that Russell Wilson's a freaking beast. I think he got everything done for this team. He's drafted a good rookie lineman to pick. That's the best thing you can do. I think Alaric Jackson is probably the best offensive lineman at that point. So, yeah, and then what's it called? I heard that Dylan Moses was going back to college. So I took him out of my mock draft because he was gonna go to the Patriots, but I think we need to be a little biased here for Wake Forest, but I think that the defensive end Wake Forest is gonna go first round. Carlos Basham Jr. Basham, whatever, Jr. And then Green Bay, Jalen Reed, wide receiver TCU, just hard to pick right there. I just don't know. I think someone match up with I forget the dude's name already, but they're number 1 receiver right now, but he can team up with that dude. And Jalen Reagor can team up with him and Devontae Adams. He can team up with Devontae Adams and you know, receiver there in Green Bay. DeAndre Swift, Kansas City, just very good team. They got some running backs, but just a good team. They can get everything together, stay healthy, and then draft a good running back with DeAndre Swift that could very well go first round. I think that they all got it planned out. I think they could do good. This team, this league, a lot of good teams in the NFC. Kenneth Murray, outside linebacker, gonna go to New Orleans. I think it's a very, very good team. I think that they don't need to spend the first round draft pick on a quarterback. If Drew Brees stays, good. If he doesn't, you got Teddy freaking Bridgewater.
Reaching the red zone. That's how you get things done here in Superstar KO until push his way forward.
Kenneth Murray, I think that a linebacker is your biggest need. I think they're gonna win. The Saints are going to Super Bowl this year. So, I just think that it's going to be available. I think that Kenneth Murray is going to be a very good kicker for them. And if they can play like last year, maybe even keep Drew Brees, man, with him playing like he did this year, they're going to be unstoppable, man. Prince Tega Wanaghu, offensive tackle at Auburn, I like the dude a lot, so I think he's going to go to San Francisco with them needing some help there on the line. Now, Laviska Shenault, wide receiver, going to Baltimore, just another person, another young wide receiver there
Time to connect the dots
with
for Dodge City.
Marquise Brown to build up for the future. A very weird guy, but a very good player. So,
Rodgers has all the skills.
a very weird player, but again, a very good player. I think that keeping Willie Snead, adding these, and then adding this guy again with Hollywood Brown, I think this team's gonna be very talented. Also with Lamar Jackson at quarterback. So keeping Willie Snead around. Seth Roberts might be there for another year or two. Laviska Shenault, adding him, and then having Hollywood Brown. I think this team's going to be dominant with Lamar Jackson at quarterback. At running back, I think that you can even draft one in the second round, since Mark Ingram is getting up there in age, obviously. But I think top 2 running backs, I think a running back is a position that don't really get picked a lot in the first round. Top 2 is already gone in my mock draft. So who do you pick? Laviska Shenault, wide receiver. Second round, I think you can go for a running back. Right now, you pick Laviska Shenault. I think this is going to be a good mock draft. Let's see how it goes. It's my playoffs mock draft. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.